All right, viewers, once again, I want to establish where we are. I'll ask my camera person, Hitesh, to close in. What you see right behind me is the masjid. Of course, it's cordoned off. There's heavy security, RF personnel as well, in entire riot gear. That was the masjid. Right behind that is the temple. You can see the faint facade of a temple as well. And this was the flashpoint, Block C, Jahangirpuri, where communal clashes took place on the evening of 16th April at the Shobha Yatra, which was taken out on Hanuman Jayanti. What really happened, viewers, is there were 3 Shobha Yatras taken out on that day, 3 of them. The evening one is which erupted in clashes. The police says that there were instigations from both sides. But having said that, all of that transpired right behind me here. The Shobha Yatra came from here. And I'll ask my camera person, Hitesh, to actually show you and get you a larger understanding on how the stone pelting started. This is where the yatra kept coming in. You can see a lot of police right now as we speak. Hansraj Hans, who's the MP from the Bharatiya Janata Party of this area, is also here with the cops. But I'll show you and we'll go where the shooting took place, because there was one individual who till now was at large. There was a manhunt on for him. You see right behind this barricade, viewers, right behind this barricade is where Sonu Salman, alias Sonu, was the one who fired in the crowds. There is a police personnel who's also had bullet injuries. 8 police personnel are injured. And this is where the shooting took place. I'm going to quickly dip into the latest news break that we are getting in right now, which concerns the man at large, Sonu, who shot in the crowds on the 16th of April. The latest coming in is that the shooter in question, Sonu, has been arrested by the Delhi police. The accused Sonu opened fire during the Saturday clashes. Once again, this is where he opened fire. Hitesh will show you right behind me in this barricade, right behind me, if you can see, there's a little chopal that's been created because the presence of security forces is at the maximum. There's rapid action force as well. They've totally cordoned down off the crime scene, especially where a weapon was used. He now has been arrested. We've been speaking to his family as well. His family says he's a juvenile. Still no corroborating evidence to prove such, because on paper, where the Delhi police is in question, he's 22 years of age, but right now he's been arrested. I want to cut across to my colleague Shreya Chatterjee, who's joining us for more. Shreya, what's the latest? Sonu has now been arrested. Can you take us through the sequence of events?
Well, yes, Preeti. Sonu has been arrested. His full name, Yunus, who is of 28 years old, has finally been arrested by the Delhi police. They have actually launched an investigation to arrest him since yesterday. His video going viral where we can see him shooting at that mob. Now, that video was from Kushal Chowk in Jahangirpuri on the very day of the Hanuman Jayanti Yatra. This takes the total arrests to 23. The other big update is that the Delhi police had also filed an FIR under sections 188 against those who organized the Shobha Yatra for not taking permission. One person has joined the investigation, is what the Delhi police maintains. So total 23 arrests right now in the Jahangirpuri case. An action also initiated against those who carried out the Shobha Yatra without a permission.
Shreya, so Sonu has also been arrested. Big question mark whether he's juvenile or not, but I'm going to come to that in a short while. I want to ask you, Shreya, you've spoken about the Delhi police. The other big development has been that the organizer, there was an FIR against him. But there's a lot of confusion. And why is it happening, Shreya? Because earlier on, even the Delhi police commissioner first said that there was no permission. Then he said, I stand corrected. Then the DCP Northwest, gave out a statement saying that the person in charge of the VHP personnel who organized the Shobha Yatra in the evening has been arrested, and now suddenly he's not arrested but he's joined the probe.
Well, Preeti, these are use of words that the Delhi police will have to clarify why suddenly they are in a need to reframe their statement, because very categorically there was an official message that was put out by the organizer, by the Delhi police, that there was an arrest in the case. They had mentioned the name. The name was that of Prem Sharma. Then they reframed the statement saying that there has been a person who's joined the investigation. So they reframed the statement. Why did they find the need to reframe a statement is something that only the Delhi police will be able to better answer.
Right. Shreya, any indication that suggests, do we have a fix on what is the actual age of Sonu, the shooter in this particular, case? The shooting took place right behind me. Of course, the masjid is there where the Shobha Yatra came. The stone pelting happened to my right-hand side.
Well,
is he a
they
juvenile?
maintain that Sonu is an adult. Delhi police maintains that he is 28 years old, and obviously, if the family claims otherwise, then they will have to furnish, a document that supports their claims. So that is something that is an allegation and counter-allegation. Delhi police clearly maintains that he is not a minor.
All right. Okay. Shreya, stay with me. Would you stay with me? I'm going to come right back to you because I want to once again just establish where we are. It's a sea of police presence. What you see all around you are just cops. There's rapid action force. I won't say there's uneasy calm. There's tension. The tension at Jahangir Puri is palpable. There were 3 Shobha Yatras which were taken out. One in the morning, viewers. The one which took place in the morning, they say went off very peacefully. There's never been any communal clash ever reported from Jahangir Puri. I'll give you an understanding of the kind of demography that stays in Jahangir Puri. I'm right now in Block C. Block C of Jahangir Puri is mostly, run in terms of what they do are scrap dealers. It's right behind me. They are Muslims, which reside right behind me. On the other hand, there's a huge concentration of population when it comes down to the SC/ST community. So demography-wise, these are the people that reside in Jahangir Puri. However, there's never been a major communal flare-up which took place. The first one is what at least local residents tell me, which took place on the Saturday evening. There were 3 Shobha Yatras which were taken out right in front of that mosque and the temple. They're both right there. The first one went off peacefully. We've heard locals, they say, the minority community the Muslims offered sharbat to the Shobha Yatra that went down. The second took place in the afternoon. It was the one at 5 o'clock, which they say, caused a lot of issues. The reason, there are 2 sides of the story. We still don't know. Only a proper investigation can entail what really went down. But one claim is, and that is what the minority community, the Muslims who reside here claim, that members from, who were taking out the Shobha Yatra stopped the Yatra in front of the masjid and started chanting provocative slogans. And that is what instigated them. And there was an argument which later led to stone pelting. One thing that is seemingly getting established right now, that the first stone flew from the side of the minority community. They say they were, aggravated by the kind of sloganeering they heard. Now, the Shobha Yatra people say that never quite happened. We were actually going to the temple right next to it. So if you see, there's a temple as well right next to the masjid. And that is where the Shobha Yatra was going there, and they started pelting stones at us from the masjid. So 2 sides to the story. We do not know which one is true right now because viewers, a lot of hearsay, there are a lot of subjective opinion. We'll only know the crime branch has taken over the case when a proper investigation takes place. Right here on the right-hand side is where the DCP North, she's camped herself on the left-hand side of me. That's where even Hansraj Hans, who's the MP of this area, he's also, stationed right there. There's a lot of politics involved in all of this, viewers. A lot of politics. The Aam Aadmi Party, the Bharatiya Janata Party, are at each other on this account. But what I'm going to do is I'm going to go into the latest news break. There is news break coming in. And let's play this video out. Now, this is not the video, and I will say it right before we play the video. It is not the video of 16th April. It's a video of 17th April morning after the communal clashes. This happened in the midst of heavy police presence. Let's play that video for our viewers.
अब कहाँ है पुलिस प्रशासन, देख नहीं रही क्या अब?
पुलिस कहाँ है? पुलिस
अब पुलिस प्रशासन कहाँ है? ये जय श्री राम का नारा लगा रहा है मस्जिद के सामने। अब लोग शांत बैठे, इनको अच्छा नहीं लग रहा है। अब लोगों को अच्छा नहीं लग रहा, शांत है लोग यहाँ पर। ये फिर से दंगे कराने के लिए आए हैं ना, और इसी तरह ही इन्होंने करा था। मजा आ रहा है बहुत। इन्होंने इसी तरह ही दंगे करे थे यहाँ पर। ये पुलिस की साजिश और कुछ नहीं है। इस तरह के लोगों को पुलिस यहाँ पर लाके बात करवा रही, इसका मतलब क्या है? ये लड़ाई दंगे फसादी चाहती है।
Viewers, this video is of the 17th April. This is a day after the communal clashes which took place in Jahangiri. The mosque is the same. It's the same temple, same mosque, same road, which is right behind me. And this is a video where certain members clearly chanting, provocative slogans outside the mosque. This happened on 17th morning. The police was there. Did the police act is the big question. There's also a war of information. There's a fog right now. It's just been about 48 hours, viewers, since, this incident took place. But this particular video, provocative enough to raise questions why the police did not act. It happened after, what went down on the 16th evening. It happened on the 17th morning. There were provocative slogans that were raised. And I want to cut across to Shreya. Shreya, a big question that is being raised as of now is, why didn't the police take action? Because these, slogans are clearly provocative. They are trying to instigate. You can pick up the tension. The police was right here.
Well, Preeti, it's interesting to point out the timeline of this event because this happened moments after the Aman committee meeting that was organized by the DCP at the Kushal Chowk. These were the members who were also a part of that Aman committee meeting. The moment that meeting ended, what required them to come near the mosque and raise religious slogans is a question that they will also have to answer, as well as the Delhi police, because this happened under the eyes of the Delhi police, and that raises the question that whether adequate police presence being there also, something like this could again be a trigger, because we saw that there were sentiments from both the communities, anti-sentiments, which was evident on the ground, and that is why it was really required for the police to act quickly. That did not happen. It went on for quite a long time, and it's only at least after 25 minutes did we see that the Delhi police come back to that location and they moved this crowd away. But interesting timeline is this happened after the Aman committee meeting that was organized by the Delhi police.
Me, Sushant, what we're going to do is we're going to play that video again. My colleague Sushant, who reports for my sister concern Aaj Tak, has been tracking the story. Sushant, 2 दिन से आप यहीं हैं, यहीं जमे हुए हैं, यही स्टोरी ट्रैक कर रहे हैं. आप मुझे एक चीज बताइए. ये बहुत सारे वीडियोस आ रहे हैं, आपने भी बहुत सारे देखे, हमने भी बहुत सारे देखे. बहुत मुश्किल है कि ऑथेंटिसिटी बताना कि कौन सा करेक्ट है, कौन सा नहीं है. ये जो वीडियो आया है, जो हम दिखा रहे हैं अभी, के बिल्कुल मस्जिद के सामने प्रोवोकेटिव अगर हम बोलें नारेबाजी की जा रही है, तो पुलिस तो यही थी, वहां पर कुछ नहीं करी.
देखिए, जाहिर सी बात है, कल ये जिस तरीके का इंसिडेंट हुआ है, कल कुछ लोग यहाँ पर इकट्ठा हुए, उसके बाद मस्जिद के बाहर इस तरीके की नारेबाजी हुई, पुलिस की मौजूदगी के अंदर हुई, कई सारे कैमरेज से वहाँ पर लगे हुए थे. लेकिन जिस तरीके की ये वीडियो सामने आई है कि इस पूरे इलाके के अंदर भारी पुलिस बल है, यहाँ पर सिर्फ मीडिया वालों को इजाजत है, बाकी आसपास जितने भी लोग रह रहे हैं उनको तक यहाँ पर इजाजत नहीं है. आखिर ये लोग कहाँ से आए, कैसे आकर के यहाँ पर नारेबाजी जो है करी, ये एक बड़ा सवाल है कि पुलिस आखिरकार उन लोगों पर कार्रवाई कैसे और कब क्यों करेगी. क्योंकि जाहिर तौर पर जिस तरीके के इंसिडेंट हुआ उसके बाद से ये पूरा इलाका काफी सेंसिटिव है, लोगों को आने जाने की इजाजत नहीं है. क्यों इस तरीके के लोग आकर के यहाँ पर प्रोवोक कर रहे हैं, क्यों बार बार इस तरीके की चीज हो रही है, दिल्ली पुलिस की क्या कार्रवाई है, ये एक बड़ा सवाल है.
सुशांत, एक चीज और नहीं समझ में आ रही. आप दिल्ली पुलिस से लगातार जुड़े हुए हैं, आप उनसे बात कर रहे हैं, ये इतने सारे अलग अलग बयान कैसे आ रहे हैं? क्योंकि पहला एक बयान आया कि परमिशन थी, नहीं थी, फिर परमिशन थी जो दिल्ली सीपी ने कहा, फिर अभी बयान आया है जो नॉर्थ वेस्ट डीसीपी की हैं कि अरेस्ट हो गए हैं जिन्होंने शोभा यात्रा निकाली है क्योंकि उनके पास परमिशन नहीं थी. अब कह रहे हैं अरेस्ट नहीं हुए, उन्होंने तो प्रोब ज्वाइन कर ली है. कि मुद्दा क्या है?
देखिए, मैं आपको बता दूं कि 16 तारीख का ये इंसिडेंट था. जब हम यहाँ पे लोगों से बातचीत कर रहे हैं तो यहाँ पर 3 अलग अलग तरीके की शोभा यात्राएं निकली, अलग अलग टाइमिंग्स की. एक का टाइमिंग सुबह 11 बजे से दोपहर 1 बजे तक का था। फिर उसके बाद 1:30 बजे के आसपास फिर एक शोभा यात्रा जो है वो निकली, वो तकरीबन 3:30 बजे के आसपास निकली। इसके बाद एक शोभा यात्रा जो थी वो 5 बजे के आसपास निकली, जो कि बी और सी ब्लॉक से होती हुई निकली। और ये पूरा इसके पीछे ये पूरा तीनों शोभा यात्रा जो है वो यहाँ से निकली है। और उसके बाद से ये शोभा यात्रा इस पूरे रूट से होते हुए लेफ्ट, आप राइट की तरफ देखेंगे, इस रूट पे जा रही थी। और यहीं पर जो है प्रोवोक जो है वो हुआ है, दोनों की तरफ से क्लैश जो है वो हुआ है। लगातार पथराव हुए, पहले एक पक्ष की तरफ से फिर दूसरे पक्ष की तरफ से, दोनों ने एक दूसरे की तरफ से पथराव जो है वो लगातार देखने को मिला। और इसके बाद ये जो पूरा एरिया है वो काफी ज्यादा जो है सेंसिटिव।
जो तीसरी शोभा यात्रा में थी, कितने लोग थे उस यात्रा?
देखिए, दोनों शोभा यात्रा जो सुबह के वक्त हुई थी उसके अंदर तकरीबन 1000 से 1500 के आसपास थी। और जब शाम के वक्त हुई तो उसके अंदर 2000 के आसपास, जो लोग बता रहे हैं कि 2000 का मॉब था, उसको कंट्रोल करना,
बहुत सारे बच्चे भी थे।
और इसमें सबसे बड़ी बात ये पूरा आप जो ये रूट देखेंगे, ये तकरीबन 500 मीटर के आसपास की दूरी है। और इस शोभा यात्रा के लिए पुलिस ने अगर सुबह के टाइम पे 2 परमिशंस दी और तीसरी परमिशंस कैसे नहीं दी। और इस पूरी शोभा यात्रा के दौरान जब 2-2.5 हजार लोग निकल रहे, सेंसिटिव इलाका है, तो पुलिस ने वहाँ पर परमिशन के साथ साथ कांस्टेबल क्यों नहीं लगाए? आप कदम से भी चलेंगे 500 मीटर पर, ये पुलिस चौकी है, यहाँ पर पुलिस चौकी पे कांस्टेबल्स के होना बहुत जरा जरूरी था जब इस पूरे इलाके में निकले। क्यों पुलिस कांस्टेबल नहीं थे? दिल्ली पुलिस पे भी जाहिर तौर पर सवाल खड़े होते हैं कि आखिरकार इस तरीके की जो रैलियां निकल रही थी कि क्यों नहीं आपने इस पे पूरी सुरक्षा जो है वो दी। ये सवाल जरूर है।
सुशांत, बहुत शुक्रिया हमसे जुड़ने का। माय कॉलीग Sushant, he's been tracking the incident ever since it happened on the 16th of April. What I'm going to do is, viewers, I'm going to go into a break, but I will once again amp up the latest video that we have shown you, because somewhere down the line we still don't know what has happened. One thing that is getting established, that the first stone flew from the side of the minority, but the minority here, the Muslims who live in C block, and this is where it all took place, say that they were instigated. This video seems to suggest that there was an instigation, but having said that, only a final probe by the crime branch would be able to determine it. Here, we're going to ask, our producers in the PCR to once again amp up the volume. Going into a quick break, we'll see you on the other side.